Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Potato Chief and welcome to my predictions to NXT TakeOver in your house. Before we get into my predictions, I just want to also invite you guys to my in your house party. Get it? House party. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream of NXT in your house because it is my birthday on that day. So I thought instead of just recording my reactions the day after, which is what I normally do, I thought I would stay up and have a couple of brewskis with you guys and just chat, and I'll have the chat open and we can talk about wrestling while it's happening. And it'd be like a watch-along thing. I thought it'd be a lot of fun, and you're more than welcome to join, and I would really appreciate if any of you guys wanted to join. We could have a lot of fun, I hope. Yeah, so that's going to be happening on the night of NXT TakeOver. But who is going to win these matches? Let's find out. Or let me predict who I think is going to win these matches. Let's get on with it. So, it is the heel women versus the face women. Essentially, this is all this match is. It's I mean, it's building on the Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai storyline. And it's also building up the Mia Yim, Candice LeRae storyline, but they're not the blow-offs to these storylines. They're not the one-on-one matches to these storylines.
2,000 years later.
I feel like I'm gonna go. Is this a babyface or a heel win? I'm trying to look at the card and see if there's any.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I'm not sure, actually. I'm going to play it safe and we're going to go... No, I'm going heels. I'm going with the heels. Candice LeRae just turned heel, and Johnny Gargano, the evil power couple at the moment. So I feel like they need a win here. So I feel like Tegan Nox needs a win, but I'm hoping that she's going to get a singles win eventually over Dakota Kai. Because Tegan Nox is one of my favourites, because she's a Welsh girl from the valleys. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go. So now we have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I feel like Damian Priest needs this victory he needs a big victory because he loses all the time on takeovers. But I feel Finn Balor's winning this one. Finn Balor, they're protecting Finn Balor still. Finn Balor's probably going to be, obviously, he's going to face Walter when this whole situation goes away, hopefully, for the UK title. But until that point, they need to kind of keep him strong, or they're going to try and keep him strong because it's Finn Balor. I don't think a loss to Damian Priest would really affect his momentum or anything like that. I don't think it would matter if he lost to Damian Priest. But I feel like WWE think differently. They really rate Finn Balor really high here. And I feel like maybe Finn Balor's going to take on Adam Cole at a later date for the NXT title, or whoever wins the NXT title at some point. I feel like Finn Balor's going to be in that conversation. He's going to be in the main event of a takeover at some point, fighting for that title. So I feel like they're going to keep him strong. So I'm going to say Finn Balor wins this one, even though Damian Priest should win it, but I think Finn's going to win it. Then we have the North American Championship match of Keith Lee, bask in his glory, versus Johnny Gargano, Johnny heel turn. I'm gonna say it's difficult. I think. I mean, this is again. I think I've spoiled it multiple times. Who I think's winning the NXT Championship match. So a lot of my predictions kind of rely on that, right? But I'm thinking Keith Lee might lose this one, and Johnny Gargano might win the title because again, he's only just turned heel. They need kind of building him up as the big heel. Keith Lee has already had a really good run with the North American Championship, and I feel like Keith Lee needs to go up to the big belt now, the NXT Championship, the NXT World Championship, the main belt. I feel like we're going to get an Adam Cole versus Keith Lee storyline. Keith Lee's going to overthrow the Undisputed Era. I think if Adam Cole's going to drop the title anytime soon, it'll probably be to Keith Lee. That's my personal opinion. So I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano winning this match. As I say, I feel like Keith Lee's going to drop the belt. Probably some shenanigans. Probably Candice LeRae. So there's going to be some shenanigans. Going to cost, and then he's going to get kicked in the dick or something by Johnny Gargano, and then Johnny Gargano will steal the title. They'll play out the rivalry a little longer on the NXT TV, and then he'll move up to the big belt, the main belt. I think that's what's going to happen, because I think they're high on Keith Lee, and I think Keith Lee is going to be the future face of NXT. I honestly believe that. Or he's going to go up to main roster, and this is all going to be incorrect. But there you go. Either way, he's got to drop that title. So then we have Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett. Karrion Kross, we're going to go with that. Tommaso Ciampa, face of NXT, one of the best NXT champions of all time. But he's kind of done everything he can in NXT, and I kind of feel like he's kind of on his leaving tour now. I feel like he's going to go SmackDown or Raw, or maybe even take some time off or something. I don't know. It doesn't really... I feel like Tommaso Ciampa does not lose anything by losing this match. I think Karrion Kross would lose everything if he lost this match. He needs a win to establish himself on the NXT roster. A big win. And I think this would be a big win for him, and it would push him up the cards. So I'm going to say that Karrion Kross wins this one. He should win this one. He probably will win this one. And I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to move on to something else after this match. Will it be SmackDown or Raw, or will it just be another rivalry on NXT, trying to put more Raw stars over? I don't know. But I think that's the case. Then we have the NXT Women's Championship. It is Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai. And this is probably the matches that I find the hardest to call, is this one right here. Because WWE love Charlotte Flair. I feel like their experiment putting Charlotte on NXT to boost up ratings hasn't really worked. I think it's kind of been to detriment to people like Rhea Ripley, to be honest. I would love Io Shirai to win this one. I really don't know where to go with this. It's Charlotte, right? I mean, it's like, do you bet against Charlotte? You don't bet against Roman Reigns. You don't bet against Brock Lesnar. You don't bet against some of these people. You don't bet against John Cena. Don't bet against Hulk Hogan. You don't bet against the ones who the machines behind, right? They love Charlotte, so I can see Charlotte just holding this forever. But as it's a triple threat match, I can see shenanigans. So Rhea maybe pins Io, so then Charlotte still looks strong. I can see that happening. So maybe Rhea wins, and then it moves on to a singles feud with Charlotte in the future. I'm not really sure. I said it's the hardest one to call. It literally could go. It could go to any of these three women. I don't want Io Shirai just to be there to take the pinfall, which is what I'm worried is actually they're going for here. I hope that's not the case. I don't know. I don't know. Io. Gonna go with Io Shirai. And then we have the main event. Adam Cole, baby, versus the Velveteen Dream. Adam Cole. Thank you guys for watching. No, I'm sorry. No, Adam Cole, I think, should win this one. He's just broken the record of 365 days title reign. I feel like whoever takes the title off Adam Cole, it needs to be either Keith Lee or Finn Balor at this point. They need someone quite big to take the title off him, I personally think. And I don't think Velveteen Dream's quite there. Plus all the controversies that have been going on with... I'm not going to go into detail about that. You can look it up. There's been some controversial stuff with Velveteen Dream in the real world, outside of kayfabe, which might deter WWE from putting a belt on him. But maybe not, because they put him in this title match. I think Adam Cole's going to go over, and it's going to build up to either Keith Lee or Finn Balor at the next show. I feel like this is almost like a filler feud, and I also feel like Velveteen Dream may move on. I said this about Tommaso Ciampa as well. I think they might move into SmackDown and Raw, because it does seem like they're calling up people now, or calling people across, just because the rosters feel a bit stagnant on Raw or SmackDown, and they feel like they need some more like oomph. So I can see Velveteen Dream moving to Raw or SmackDown after this pay-per-view, but that's just a theory, a wrestling theory. Thank you guys for watching. That was my predictions for NXT TakeOver in your house. Make sure if you have your own predictions, put them in the comments below, and join me on the night of NXT TakeOver in your house for the NXT TakeOver in your house party, which is my birthday party, because we're locked inside the houses, so I need some company. So yeah, just join the live stream. We'll chat and we'll have some brewskis and watch some wrestling together. I thought that'd be a lot of fun. and I hope you guys will join me. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, too sweet. Laters, guys.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.